We see again, as we discussed in the case of Bududa, we see there's also a need for communities to build sanitation drains for reduction of malaria. Yeah, there's a good support for it, although we see a slight reduction. So in this type of cases, your first guess is that people believe it's important, they are just concerned as to whether they are the ones who are the best placed, or the other partner, of course, being the government and other stakeholders to do it, okay? Because when you look at this, you see, support communities to access clean water, okay? Very high, okay, at 87, 86, right? Access to markets, government constructions, as we saw in the case of Bududa, even in Butaleja, right? People are saying that this is a very important matter. And this tallies actually with what we have here, because if you are going to do crop diversification, all right, market will become even more of an issue, okay? So we can see that these are very high figures. And government should raise narrow bridges. Indeed, as we saw also in the case of Bududa, this remains something of importance, all right? So we've seen the changes and we've seen some of the thinking behind why the shifts have been having. That is one, to see how does opinion change from one way to the other and what is the message it's telling us. The other key thing that DP does for you is to identify the policy priorities among the set that you gave them. Because in our case, the set we were looking at was 14 different policy options. So within that scope, what are the top five priorities? And the top five priorities here, as I just picked them out, is in the same format which Professor Lin explained. Basically, we just rank from the top, which got 90%, 89, and so on. So in terms of ranking, okay, for Bududa, the one that was the highest among the land management options was access to markets, build roads, okay, for Bududa. Secondly, assisting drilling for clean water, again, government. Okay. Third, communities should build the sanitation drains. Fourth, the issue of the bridges, and communities should be provided with resources to aid in clean water. So what do we see here? Water is an issue. Okay, safe water, clean water is an issue. Roads and access is also a key issue. Okay, because here we have roads, here we have bridges, and also public health is another key issue in general terms in the case of Bududa, right? What is the case for Butaleja? Again, we see water coming up, okay? So government should assist in drilling for clean water, right? Access to markets comes back again. For Bududa as well, for Butaleja, we see that crop diversification is also a key policy area for them. Desilting the riverbeds is also very important in the case of Butaleja, and lastly the issue of water comes back again. So from this we can see that as much as we may look at this as the Mount Elgon region, all right, the case for Bududa and the case for Butaleja are also affected by, is your problem landslides, and therefore what should you do about that? Or is your problem floods, and what should you do about that? So this is the importance in bringing a local context in terms of the development work that we are doing. Otherwise, we may put a brush and say the whole of the Mbale region needs this, okay? But the communities have identified really what are their problems from their own perspective.